Baltimore.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
There we go, baby, there we go.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. As he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's who he was. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 48.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete to Nelson
I
Aguilar.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Try. 10.
You thought you had it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck picking it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 32 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. The 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 47 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll let this go deep for runs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 78 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Running left side by Snead. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Ravens.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
Raiders 7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, Jackson forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Under pressure, and down he goes. They
the second, back at the 36. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. 3rd down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Pass caught by Zay Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He uncorks it for Snead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Fake through 1 tackle. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
At the 22-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run it with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, it's Carr. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 48, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, it's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And the Raven first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.